Life without ice is impossible for these Indonesian handline fishers. Keeping fish cool so close to the equator is a daily struggle. But there's a new solar-powered innovation that's supporting livelihoods in Kawah Maluku, a rural part of Indonesia. The race to keep this tuna cold and fresh starts as soon as it's caught. Fishers risk losing income if they can't keep their catch close to 0 degrees Celsius while at sea. They can earn nearly 3 times as much for high-quality yellowfin tuna sold internationally. But small-scale fisheries in remote areas don't have reliable access to electricity or refrigeration. Ice is vital for fishers working long days in these tropical conditions.
Tantangan yang selalu kami hadapi karena es yang diproduksi di rumah sendiri itu mudah cair, sering mati. Nah, kalau di saat listrik mati, kami nelayan kesulitan untuk mendapatkan es. Terkadang kami harus cari ke rumah-rumah, ke desa-desa tetangga.
Indonesia has a coastline of 100,000 kilometers with lots of very remote places such as Kawah. And usually what is typically to be found there is that often these places lack proper access to a stable electricity supply. They might have a grid access, but it might not be enough to run cooling equipment and large cold storages or ice factories. We need to reduce post-harvest losses. We see that 40% of fish catch is lost after it's being harvested in Indonesia.
A steady supply of ice helps fishers access critical, lucrative export markets and improves food security. It also reduces carbon emissions and provides a scalable way to improve livelihoods. This project is a collaboration between local communities and key partners.
We use solar energy from a solar photovoltaic system that is then converting power to a cooling system when the sunshine is there and ready to be used. Then it converts this energy into an ice generator. We store most of the energy in salt water that we can cool down to below 0 degrees, so we can save and store up to 5 tons of ice there in that container.
Mesin ini tentunya dari sinar matahari kita bisa membuat es balok ya. Es balok yang tiap harinya akan 1 sampai 1,2 ton per hari. Didemonstrasikan banget sustainable cooling itu bisa terjadi juga di negara kita.
Yang pertama, kita ingin masyarakat nelayan Kawah ini bisa menikmati harga premium dari penjualan ikan yang mereka lakukan. Karena dengan adanya solar ice maker ini otomatis bisa menjaga kualitas ikan mereka. Itu pertama. Dan kedua, kelangsungan dari dari ikan itu sendiri mengurangi polusi plastik yang ada di perairan sekitar negeri Kawah.
Local fishers are also being trained in cold chain protocols and handling practices to make sure they meet rigorous hygiene standards in high-value markets.
We've also invested time in upskilling community members to actually help run and maintain the ice maker into the future. It's not just about the technological innovation, it's also about empowering and upskilling the fishers.
Working closely with communities and international partners is essential to the project's success.
So this idea of a solar-powered ice maker really was something that we were excited about. It was a game changer. My vision would be that we would be able to replicate this to other remote areas where artisanal fishers are able to fish in a way that's much more harmonious with the ecosystems, not just in Indonesia, but across the Pacific, across the Caribbean, across all of the SIDS in Africa. It's been absolutely wonderful working with the International Pole and Line Foundation because they're really working very much like UNDP with local communities.
So we wanted to make sure that our innovation that is 100% greenhouse gas emission-free ice factory is also coupled with the most sustainable catch methods, small-scale fisheries, handline fisheries here in Indonesia. Indonesia is the second largest fish producer in the world. It's the world's biggest tuna producer. 90% of all the fishers are small-scale fishers, and they produce about 50% of Indonesia's catch and overall production. So these are very important for Indonesia's economy. My hope is that this really is a lighthouse project and can really signal the future here, not only to Indonesia but to fisheries in the world. How we can really decarbonize cold chains, how we can decarbonize supply chains and make sustainable fishery products more competitive in the market and support small-scale fisheries.